Mi hermano Norberto, welcome back.
¿Qué onda?
Tú sabes que yo te quiero mucho. Y tú veniste aquí para alumbrarnos nosotros with your knowledge. Tú sabes, tú hiciste mucha falta.
No, pero yo soy menso.
Tú eres menso. ¿Y
Sí,
por
yo soy
qué?
menso, nada más. O sea, yo nomás veo cosas en el internet, yo leo y nada más.
Y te vuelve loco. What's going on in the internet right now?
What is going on the internet? What do you want to talk about?
Yo, what's up with Pepe Aguilar, bro? Like, I don't think that this dude's getting heat, bro.
He's getting heat. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Nah, he had a little bit of a controversy. It was Los Aguilars, no?
Los Aguilar, even his daughter, bro.
Yeah, they had a concert at the Hollywood Bowl. We can get into the pricing for those tickets because they went down to all the way to like $1.
No.
You know what? That's not the important part.
No.
I think that's important context, but that's not the important part. And the important part is the words that were said at this concert.
What was it? Was it the same concert?
It was a 3-day concert, if I'm not mistaken, like a 2-day or a 3-day concert.
Tell them what happened. Exactly what happened.
Okay, so there was a concert at the Hollywood Bowl featuring Los Aguilars, Pepe Aguilar, Ángela Aguilar. And so what ended up happening was Pepe Aguilar at this concert made a statement. And he said practically like, este país, tenemos que hacer las cosas legales. Es un país de leyes.
¿Qué?
So he made a comment about how we have to do things
legally.
All that stuff. And so it was a little bit weird. It was weird phrasing.
Yeah. We know what he meant. We know where he stands. That's what it is.
Here's the thing. I can't say that I know where he stands.
We know.
I can't say that.
I know we can't say that per se, but like...
here's the thing. He said it first. Pepe Aguilar said the statement first. Let me pull it up so that I can read so that we have proper context, all right?
Yo, and for context, Pepe Aguilar was like this like iconic singer, but he only had like one hit, bro. It's not like he had a crazy amount of hits.
No, he had a couple of hits, but he's Pepe Aguilar, right? And
he got famous out of one song that was not even his.
I think we all loved
Dicen que los hombres, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Dicen que los hombres no deben llorar. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a banger.
Por una mujer. That was a bang. He did a great job. His iteration. That's what it was.
Yeah, that one.
Por mujeres como tú, amar. Hay hombres como yo. And that nigga's a giant. He's like Paul Bunny in Mexican. He's the biggest Mexican ever recorded.
What do you mean? He's the biggest?
Like he's the tallest Mexican ever.
No.
Yes, he is.
No.
Pepe Aguilar is tall as shit. But he looks like a tío.
He does look like he's always looked like a tío.
He always did look like a tío.
And then our parents grew up with Antonio Aguilar, his dad.
Antonio Aguilar.
Yeah.
This sounds familiar.
He sounds familiar. It's Antonio Aguilar. He's like the icon.
Oh, he's the one that did all those movies, right?
Yeah, he's the one that did all the movies.
So that's his father?
That's his dad.
No.
No me digas que no sabías.
I didn't know. I just thought they had the similar last name. That's why he got famous.
They're Nepo babies.
They're Nepo babies.
Then there's nothing wrong with being a Nepo baby.
Yeah,
but they're Nepo babies.
They are Nepo
acknowledge
babies.
that.
Yeah.
Right? It's Antonio Aguilar y Flor Silvestre. The icons of Mexico.
Wait. Flor Silvestre, is that the lady from... There's a lady from Chavo del Ocho, right?
Hijo de tu madre. No. Esa es Doña Florinda.
That's Doña...
Flor Silvestre fue una cantante y una actriz.
That sounds familiar, Flor Silvestre.
Yeah, but black and white movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's where that. So it's a family. The thing about the Aguilar is that they have family. They have roots in Mexico. They have, they have icons essentially.
Yeah, but they're out of touch with society.
I think so. I think the way that they said things. So let's get back to what Pepe Aguilar said specifically. All right, he is at this concert that he's putting on, and then he tells them, Let's do things legally so there are no fucking excuses. What? So we can truly be part of this wonderful country that was built on laws and will remain strong because of that. Now,
bruh.
like, you know,
bruh.
It's...
But to say that in LA, and one, LA is being ran through, right? And on top of that, there's Mexicans there that's like the 5th generation. That was Mexico first. You know, like to say something like we're gonna do things legally here, like that and that LA is so iconic because there's a lot of still Mexican culture and also a lot of Chicano culture and culture of Mexicans that were there before there was any United States of America.
I don't want to hear anything about legal or illegal. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you have immigrants in this country going to their immigration court appointments. All right. And then they're being detained by ICE at these court appointments. Bruh. You want to talk about these people doing things legally? They've been doing it legally, and ICE is there to kidnap them anyway. So I don't want to hear this stuff about, we got to do things legal. No. We've been doing it legally. All right. And the thing is, they still continue. This rhetoric about how we gotta do things. ¿Cómo nos tenemos que comportar en este pinche país?
Sí. No, pero el país is doing things illegally.
They're kidnapping us.
Yeah.
Por eso se ponen las pinches máscaras para que no le vean la cara.
I hate that.
No,
I hate that. Like anybody else could walk around with a mask on and kidnap anybody. Si eso es así, cualquier persona, ¿cómo uno sabe que eso es ICE?
No, but estos cabrones, they're hiring at 18 years old now.
What?
And guess what? If you sign up for ICE, now they're forgiving student debt.
Pues yo tengo que apuntarme.
Hijo de tu madre. No puede ser. You're giving Dominican men a bad rap.
We're taking an L right now, bro. Because
you want to add another L to that?
Nah. There was I don't know if you saw that, there was a cop, like he's a Cubano, Latino from I think he's from Florida. Okay, they were like, ICE was trying to recruit him, and he came out, was like, they tratando de reclutarme because I know I speak both languages. I'm a police officer. He's like a sheriff. He was like, I cannot become an ICE officer because yo soy Latino y yo no voy a traicionar a mi gente. Y uno tiene que tener principios. So you have to have your principles and your values. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was talking to my sister. My sister's a police officer in Washington, D.C. And she's telling me, bro, that they are there. ICE, they put ICE with the police officers, right? And she's telling me that when they see a Latino in a car, that's when they start swarming the car. Like, do you check his ID? Do you do this? Do you do that? Like, and there's also Latinos working within the ICE thing. You see what I'm saying? And then they try to talk to my sister, be friendly. My sister's like, ignores the shit out of them. And which sucks because she's like, I'm Latina. I don't fuck with this whole ICE shit. Mm-hmm. But then like these people have to work with us. You see what I'm saying?
It's all dumb.
It's all dumb.
This is all dumb. Everything that's going on right now in the country, what's happening in LA, what's happening in DC, dumb. There's no reason for it.
What do you think why do you think that's happening?
Why it's happening? Because you know what? You got somebody like Stephen Miller in the administration that has it out against immigrants, that has it out against Latinos, anybody who looks brown. They have it out against us right now. There's an all-out war going on against Latinos, and we're trying not to pay attention to it. Yeah. And that's part of the problem.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and he's doing a lot in LA. Like, you know, he's going out and he's like, yo, but he's saying is they see more Latinas involved than Latino men.
What do you mean?
So he's like, he's out and about, like letting people know where ICE is at, like trying to get people off the street so like that they wouldn't get captured. Like the shit that's happening, because I feel like it's more, what they're trying to do is like create more chaos. Right? It's more like an act more than anything, right? And he's like, he doesn't see a lot of Latino men standing up for immigrants. A lot of Latino men is like doing something about it, but a lot more women are like organizing out there, protesting. We see a lot more women doing that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Why more Latino men?
I think it's I can't say for sure, but I think it's a culture of machismo. It's a culture of racism. It's a culture of, you know, we think that we belong. We think that this country caters to us. when it doesn't. But also, here's the thing, and I don't want to generalize, but I think there's also the empathy. Empathy is a type of, all right, let me understand my fellow human being. And I think, and again, I don't want to generalize, but I'm going to just put my 2 cents out there, that I think Latinas have more empathy than Latino men do. Because in the context right now of what's happening in the world, Elon Musk put out a statement saying that empathy is a type of weakness. Empathy is detrimental to Western society or something like that.
What?
But a lot of people view empathy as a weakness. And if there's anything that Latino men, they don't want to be seen as weak. You know? And I think like that's part of an issue where we lack empathy.
Do you think that we're just going back in I feel like how you deprogressing? Is that even a word?
Or regressing.
Regressing.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Like we're regressing. We're going back. Like there's a lot of progress happening. And we feel like a lot of the things like, there was a time we talk about like, yes, empathy and therapy and all this extra stuff, right? But I feel like there's and we were talking about Afro-Latinidad, Indigenous Latinos, right? There was a lot of that conversation, but I feel like there's a regress happening. I remember I did a video and I was like, yo, I'm Afro-Latino, right? And I was like, yo no tengo pelo malo, right? Me and my sister did that. And me and my sister got so much backlash. And it was from my own people. Backlash saying that I'm calling myself Afro-Latino. She's calling herself Afro-Latina. And we got so many people that were offended by it. Like the term Afro-Latino, this woke thing. These guys are woke. And I'm like, what? And I was just surprised of how many people were talking about wokeness. I'm like, I didn't think it was just a woke thing. I just think it like, you see what I'm saying?
I think part of it is also like el no saber. Like we are still in a transitional phase where, I don't know about you, but for me, like my parents didn't go to school. Like they kind of hustled every day to make a living. That was their focus. We have a benefit of, getting educated, reading up on things, studying. And I think that has helped us to be better. That has helped us progress. And I think like not everybody is on that level. And I think like, again, this doesn't make us better than anybody else.
It kind of
But it doesn't make us better than anybody else. But I think at the same time, it makes us so that it's like we view the world with a little bit more empathy because we know the struggles that happen in the everyday life, not just our struggles, but the struggles that people face, that women face, that people of color face, that immigrants face. Like we kind of get the understanding about the systemic racism and transgressions that happen in our society.
Do you think that is it really empathy? Yeah, I think empathy has a lot to do with it, but I feel like there's like people are like, when it comes to data and facts, people are going super against it. Like there's a resistance to like data.
There's right now what we're seeing is of resistance against anti-intellectualism. Like you went to school, you graduated from high school, I'll still kick your ass. It's that George Lopez joke. And I think part of it is that we're viewing being educated as like a bad thing.
As a bad thing.
Yeah. And that never used to be the case, but there is right now a surge in anti-intellectualism.
Where the fuck is that coming from?
I think people just want to, people don't want to be looked down upon. People also want their thoughts and feelings to be validated across the board. And I think that's why you're seeing such a, whenever you try to argue with somebody who's against vaccines, they're like, I'm read.
No. I read
this book. I read that.
The Facebook warriors.
It's just right now, like nobody wants to be seen as lesser than or not having enough knowledge.
But yeah.
Right. And again, this is also policy, right? Like we're defunding, the Department of Education, right?
Yeah.
Like they want to get rid of it entirely.
Yeah.
Because the people in power don't want you educated. They don't want you to know things.
Which is sad, man, because I'm not going to lie. Like, for me, if I was properly educated and I went to public school And I think one of the things like that I regret is not going into like physics and learning science. Like, and if I could go back in time, I wish I could go. But I'm like, there's also restrictions when you go through a public school that, you know, they don't have all that resources that they could teach all these things to all these kids, you know. But I could imagine all the. I was talking to a friend of mine and she was like, how do you know all these things? I mean, I had to learn it on my own, right? I had to go and pick up a book and read these things because I wanted to learn a lot of these things about how the universe works and shit like that, right? And I could imagine there's a lot of people I went to. She was like, they didn't teach this in our school. How the hell do you know this, right? And I'm like, she's right. And I could imagine, like, what if like these kids that are privileged and they go into these fancy ass schools and they have more money. Like, they are learning these things. They're learning a lot. They're learning about, like, how the world works or the universe. They're taking physics and calculus at a very early age, right? I went, you know how many times I took algebra? I took the same algebra every fucking grade. I was like, yeah, yo sé cómo tú es, right? Mm-hmm. But me being a grown-ass man now, I'm 38 years old, and I'm like, okay, how come I'm learning about how time works now? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I think, like... I think for me, I grew up in LA, and, you know, I always remembered how much time we spent reading, like, the Canterbury Tales, right?
Yeah.
Or knights and castles and empires that happened across the Atlantic.
Oh,
You would learn about British history. You would learn about England more than you would about, you know, Indigenous people, about your own home.
About your own home.
And
Latinos.
I always remember in 7th grade, like we had spent like 2 years at this point, you know, studying about, you know, all these about the world, right?
Yeah.
The empires that happened in other countries.
It was a Prince Henry that got his head, he got decapitated.
You would read Shakespeare and you would read this and that, and then I always remember that I had, like, one of the assignments was like, pick a country that you want, like, and teach a lesson on it. And I had I picked Aztec. At the time, you know, I was like, Aztecs, I guess, like, we don't know much about them, so I'm gonna do a lesson on Aztec culture.
Yeah.
Right? And this is 7th grade. And, you know, I was proud of my project. I was proud of my presentation of talking about the Aztecs. It's not until years later that I thought, why didn't the teachers actually teach that lesson? Why didn't teachers teach us about indigenous culture, about people who live in LA? Why didn't we learn about any of the indigenous tribes that were in Mexico, that were in El Salvador, that were throughout the Americas? Like, why is it that we learn so much about what's happening in Europe and not about what's happening here at home?
Especially being a descendants of Mexican and Aztecs, and you know what I mean? As a matter of fact, Aztec is not really a word. Like, it's not. No. Aztec's not even real.
Aztec is real, but it's a lot more complex. Again, 7th grade, you're like, Aztecs.
Aztec. No, but Aztec is like, we adopted that term Aztec everywhere, and these people were not even named Aztecs. They didn't even refer themselves as Aztecs.
No, there's tribes, there's peoples.
There's tribes. So and the term Aztec came as an American thing, as an American term. We're like, yo, but they're Mexicas.
There's a rich tapestry of different indigenous people.
That's another one. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, because it's not just Mexico equals Aztec. It's not that.
Nah.
It's there's you know the purépechas, right? Like, it's just there's so much.
Yeah.
So many different cultures that we neglected to learn about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we just kind of simplify them, like Aztecas.
Yeah, like, because the term Aztec came from, like, these people were from Aztlan. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. You know, it was like, I think, who was it that came up with the term Aztec? I forgot, but it was like an American, I don't know if it was like a sociologist type American, right? But they want to differentiate the Mexicas from Mexico. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's call them Aztecs. That's what the whole term, and then we just adopted that shit, Aztec. We got Aztec stadiums. Mm-hmm. and the Mexicas are like, who the fuck is Aztec?
El Estadio Azteca. That's right.
El Estadio Azteca.
Yeah. I mean, but I think it kind of goes to show, like, you know why. Again, we learned about Europe. We learned about empires in Japan and all this and that.
But we didn't even learn.
We didn't learn about what about the Olmecs? What about the Mayans? What about all these other indigenous tribes that lived here?
That's true.
That lived in our continent.
That's true.
We never learned about it.
We didn't even learn about the
Why
Taínos.
is it that you're having a 7th grader teach a class on this?
That's true.
Right? It shouldn't be up to me to teach it. It should be up to the teachers. It should be part of our curriculum. But it's not.
You know what? That's very interesting. I think about like even the Taínos. Like we didn't even learn that that Christopher Columbus never set foot in the United States of America. And we're like, Columbus discovered America, but he never set foot in America. Right? And I'm like, it took a while. And I'm like, and then what they were teaching in school was different than what my parents were talking about. My parents were like, oh no, man, he did a lot of savagery things. Like he raped, Taínos. He even raped men, women. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then you're like, but over here, they're like, oh, he's such a hero. It was confusing as a kid. Like, he's such a hero. But then my parents are telling me something completely different who Christopher Columbus was. And then I've come to find out that this man never, like, how he discovered America, he didn't even know what it looked like. Turns out he's buried in DR. You know that, right?
Y'all love him, no?
Bro, you should see it. They have like over there, they have like this massive it looks like the end of the world type shit. No sé si eso es un museo, but that burial es como enterraron un rey.
Wow.
Like this dude, like es como ni Jesus tiene una vaina así. Pero pues Jesus no se fue.
Yeah.
Para que te lo sepa. As a matter of fact, back in the day, they used to light up a cross. His burial used to light up a cross in the sky, bro. But it was costing too much money, so they stopped doing that shit. But I remember at nighttime, I was like, yo, why? Se llama El Faro de Colón. And they have his remains in the center of the cross. Mm-hmm. And they turn on the light at nighttime, the cross will shine across the sky in Dominican Republic.
Wild.
Yeah. And they have like, I think, you know how they have the Niña da Pinta en la Santa Maria? Mm-hmm. They have like the anchors of the ship in there. Like you walk in there, you're walking, and they have years of all his voyages that he came to the Americas for them was the Caribbean. Yeah. The Hispaniola, you know what I'm saying? Which is,
Well, it's because, in elementary school, at least the way that I remember it like they tell you about Columbus and how he discovered America. Mm-hmm. You have little plays on that. Mm-hmm. And then that's all you know.
So do you hear about Christopher Columbus's diary?
No, tell me about it.
He said the Taíno people, and he wrote in his diary, like, these people are very giving. Mm-hmm. They don't withhold anything. They love to share. They're very, son complacientes. These are good people. They will make great servants. Can you imagine, like, this dude was received well, was treated well. They offered him everything. Like, they were like, and there was also, can you imagine going to somebody's house, right? And they treat you well. Te dan café, te dan comida. Whatever you ask, they give it to you. They're there for you. And then you're going to write in your journal, like, these guys are so nice. They're so good. They're going to make great slaves one day.
See, and that's the stuff that they don't teach you in school.
Yeah.
No, all you know is like, oh, Christopher Columbus came. Mm-hmm. He was trying to go to India, made a mistake, landed in America, and is like, oh, and these are Indians.
Yeah.
They don't tell you about all the raping that he enabled.
No.
They don't tell you about the disease that they carried over. They don't tell you about the atrocities that man caused.
No.
It's not until years later that you're like, oh.
The only person that I felt like I heard about the atrocities were from my parents. My parents, like, because you also got to think about, like, the Dominicans and the Caribbean, they experienced firsthand the atrocities that happened under Christopher Columbus. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're going to have a different perspective. I grew up with, them saying all this shit, right? But then it was just conflicting because you go to school in America, they were like, this guy's such a hero. But at home, I'm like, these guys are firsthand. They already, it is already passed down. Like a lot of the indigenous people, and not all of them are gone. Like there's Dominicans that people are saying like the Taínos are extinct, but like they're not really extinct because there's a lot of Dominicans have Taíno blood, right? There's people. I just saw somebody not so long ago that had 30% Taíno.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, they're not really extinct. They live amongst us, and there's a lot of Dominicans that are mixed with white, black, and Taíno blood. You see what I'm saying? And they were good people.
Yeah.
Good people. That like they didn't even believe in killing people. Like they were so against that. Like their swords were made out of wood. Which is the stupidest thing that anybody could do.
I mean, you know, there's a whole day dedicated to the dude.
Yeah.
Right? Christopher Columbus Day.
Yeah. We got statues of that motherfucker over there in DR too.
No, that's why instead we, you know, I think we've reverted to calling it Indigenous Peoples Day.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Because it's just, you know, why are we celebrating this man?
Yeah.
Why are we celebrating this man? This conqueror.
Yeah, I feel like indigenous people like are underrated, bro. Underrated. I'm like, if you think about it, they had trades all over the place. They transported goods between one island to another, right? They had like a whole system here in the United States of America. Like the indigenous people, like if I think when we think about indigenous people, people think about, oh no, they were just ignorant people. They didn't know anything. But I'm like, these people built canals, right? They have systems in place. You see what I'm saying? A lot of them died off. Mostly, that 90% was disease, right? But then when the Europeans came, they did a lot of atrocities.
Yeah, they did.
Right?
But we don't learn about that because they sanitize those books.
Oh, yeah. And they're going to sanitize it even more, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, of course they're sanitizing it even more.
Yeah.
Did you see the Trump administration? They're trying to...
The Smithsonian.
Yeah, they're trying to clean up the Smithsonian to better fit Trump's view of history. Bruh. In what world are we living in? Bruh. Like, we already don't have proper education, then you want to make us even dumber.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the best way, because I think he has an understanding that you could really control people. You could really control people. You know, like if you could erase history from their minds because they don't really learn it. You know, to be honest with you, I did not know. I just found out right now, like, that people used to use slave skulls as cups. Yo no sabía eso. I'm like, that's fucking atrocious, right? They used to use like slave hair as a pillow or furniture. They used to use slave bones as furniture. Yeah. That's wild.
No, yeah, they're trying to rewrite slavery.
The
history of slavery in the United States. They're trying to sanitize it to be like, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but we're talking about it was 400 years of this.
Terrible.
One of the biggest inhumane things.
Yeah, but that's why that's an issue. That if we don't learn about it, or if we learn the wrong things about it, you know, like this is like we can't sanitize history. We can't go back and be like, you know, history. You know, slaves were actually treated pretty well. It's like no.
Slavery is slavery.
Slavery is slavery.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, like, you can't go back. You can't go into the textbooks and eliminate that fact.
Yo, you ever thought back like how will you be as a slave?
No.
Never.
I've never thought about it.
I thought about it. I thought I'll be the worst slave. Tú cada día baja esa caña. Y dije, bueno, entonces el calor que hace afuera. I got, bro, can you work all day? No. And the sun? No. I can matarme. And the worst thing about it, they make example. You ever heard of the Willie Lynch letter?
No.
Willie Lynch is a dude this dude, bro. The Willie Lynch was the dude that used to teach slave master how to tame a slave. So it's like, you know how these gurus be online? Like, you know, send me your email. I'll send you my ebook. He was like one of those. He was a coach. He was like a slave coach. So he would go around and he would teach people how to like tame their slaves. And he had like he used to have a system. So it's called the Willie Lynch letter, and the letter states like how you separate, you know, from lighter skinned black folks to darker skinned black folks, right? And if you have a slave that is rebellious, this is how you get everybody else in line. And he will talk about atrocious things like grabbing a slave and having 4 horses, tying each limb to a horse. and have his family watching and all the slaves watching, and they like hit the horse, slap the horse, so all 4 horses will run opposite direction, ripping this man limb by limb. That was the type of teaching Willie Lynch was teaching people. And they were like, you had to separate lighter skinned black folks from darker skinned black folks just to put them against each other.
Yeah.
It was like, he was like crazy.
That's insane.
You never heard about the Willie Lynch letter?
No.
They didn't teach that shit in school.
Yo te digo que soy menso.
Aprendiendo eso aquí ahora.
That's wild.
That's wild.
But that's hard. Like, I mean, we know about the atrocities about what happened, you know, with slaves in general, right? And even then, the history that is taught, that is shown, is very sanitized now. We know that it was much worse. Yeah. Right? We used to know that slaves used to get eaten by dogs. Yeah. Right? Like, there's a whole, like, nobody, like we think about slavery, we think about, they're just doing things around. No. Slaves were, like it was a terrible time for the United States. It's a terrible time for the world. Bro, you'll be that Charlie guy, what's his name? Charlie Kirk? Started saying like, oh no, why would we give black people reparations when slaves were getting paid with housing and food? Yo dije, este descarado. I'm telling you, the thing is, the more you repeat it, the more you spread it around,
the more people believe it.
People will believe it. People will be like, "Oh no, yeah, you're actually right."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were paid. Oh,
that makes sense.
Yeah, like it's dumb. Here's the thing: America is a very toxic place. Yeah, and nobody likes to admit that about themselves. Nobody likes to admit that they were wrong. You imagine a whole country telling the whole country that our history
is wrong,
that we were the bad guys in history.
Yeah, but I think it's okay to admit it. Like I think
it's perfectly okay to admit it.
I think the one thing I respect about Germany came out was like, yo, we regret what we did, and we apologize, and they put memorials together for things that happened to the Jewish people there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. America refuses to do that. The United States refuses to do that. Yeah. You know why? Because that's seen as weak.
Because we don't like to be seen as weak. Even Australia, they apologize to the Aboriginal people. We still haven't done stuff like that.
No, of course we haven't.
Yeah, and everybody else have gotten reparations except the Black Americans, the United States of America. Everybody has gotten their reparations. Even the Japanese people that went through the
internment camps.
The internment camps, they got reparations. You see what I'm saying? What about black folks?
Esto es lo que es no saber. Pero, that's what it is. But anyway.
Do you see like the whole Nick Fuentes going against Candace Owens?
No.
Bruh.
I don't even want to talk about those fools.
Well, why not?
Because they're dumb. Like the thing is, they want people talking about them.
That's true.
Here's the thing about the Charlie Kirks and the Candace Owens and the Nick Fuentes. They say stupid shit so that we share it. And we react to it. Ooh. And that's the thing about it. I refuse to even acknowledge their existence because I don't think it's helpful to combat that. I don't think it's helpful to uplift, to amplify Fox News people. I don't think it's helpful to amplify any of these motherfuckers. You know why? Because that's exactly what they want. They want the eyeballs, even if you're criticizing them. Even if they're saying how wrong they are, that they want that.
You're still giving them a platform.
You're still giving them the platform. Yeah, absolutely. Damn. Because that's what they want.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because it helps you. It benefits you with somebody talking, even negatively. That's how they thrive in that rage bait. Because a lot of people go or grab a clip, they react to their clip, and they're like, and they do. You're giving more publicity. More people seeing their face. I didn't even think about that.
You're amplifying the message. And I think like I think that's why like when it comes to disinformation or misinformation, organizations have made it clear like whenever you're disproving something or want to put out the truth, just talk about the truth. You don't need to amplify the disinformation or the misinformation. You don't need to be putting out because what you're essentially doing when you do that is that you're amplifying the information. You're giving people you're giving it credibility, even if you're trying to disprove it. And you don't want that. And it's the same thing with a lot of these pundits, with a lot of these talking heads. Like, like that they want people to react to their content. And that's
I didn't even think about it like
and that's why I've known this since that blonde woman who says dumb shit.
Tommy Lauren.
No, even before her. Like
there's so many of them.
This is back in the day. She goes back to the 90s, where she I'm not even gonna say her name, but what she used to do is pretty much just say outlandish shit. And everybody would be like, "Oh my God, can you believe
it? I want to know. I'm pretty sure people going to listening to it right now, they want to know.
Her platform is to essentially do that, rage bait. She was one of the earliest rage baiters. She was alongside Rush Limbaugh and all the old school Republicans from back in the day.
Okay.
All right. So back and with her, she used to just say wild racist, sexist shit all the time. And then people would be like, "Can you believe what she said?" And then replay what she would say. And then you're like, what? Like all you're doing is just amplifying that toxicity.
That message, that toxicity.
All that you're just amplifying that message.
Yeah, because everybody's talking about it. And then there's gonna be people who'll be like, you know what? She's
right. There's gonna be people where they're like, you know what? She's right. I'll buy her book. And that's the thing about it. And that's the cycle. They get the attention, they get the eyeballs, good or bad, they get the eyeballs. I love pro wrestling. Pro wrestling is like my favorite thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of politics and a lot of political discourse is very much based in pro wrestling. In pro wrestling,
you have the
heel.
It
doesn't matter. You're a baby face or you're a heel.
Yeah.
The general rule of thumb in wrestling though is that you can't be boring. You gotta make sure that the audience that is watching you is reacting to what you're doing. Doesn't matter whether it's good, whether it's bad. John Cena was great at this. John Cena was a top babyface for a very long time, to the point where people were getting sick and tired of him and they would boo him.
No way.
So he would get cheers and he would get boos. But the thing is, one time he was just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you cheer for me or whether you boo me. You are here and you are being loud about your reactions and you're having a good time. And that's what matters. It doesn't matter. The worst thing that can happen in pro wrestling is that you get no reaction. Is that you're boring. So we apply that to politics and the political discourse. And all of these influencers and all these talking heads. It doesn't matter whether you agree with them or disagree with them. As long as you're reacting to them, that's what gives them life.
It just feels like it became a circus act.
It's totally a circus. It's been a circus. It's been a circus for a very long time.
You think it's always been a circus?
It's always been a circus.
I don't think it's always. Yeah, kind of.
It's been a circus.
Yeah, because before it was like
we used to pretend that it wasn't a circus.
Yeah,
that's part of the problem. We used to pretend that politics was cordial and we have sophisticated things to run this country. This is what we do in Congress, and then it became another circus. You have representatives in the House who say stupid shit all the time.
Yeah.
Because they want people to clip them. They want to be on Fox News. They want to be on C-SPAN. They want to be on all the major news outlets. Can you believe what this person said?
Yeah.
Can you believe what this representative from Georgia has said? Oh my God.
I remember like even like Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? Like she's still up there. She still holds a seat. But I'm like, and this is a woman that I remember there was a video of her, like she was harassing one of the Parkland, the mass shooting in the Parkland school. I don't know if you ever remember that. She followed this kid that was a victim of, and she was like antagonizing him, saying a whole bunch of shit about it. But this man just lost a lot of his friends in the mass shooting, right?
Yeah.
And like this this public stunt. Right. And I just feel like nobody was ever able to be like, yo, you got to go. Like before, I think there's also a difference because back in the day, like if you did something embarrassing, you would have been like, hey, you know what? I resign. Nowadays, you don't resign. You do something messed up, like you get applauded for it. Like the whole was it Ted Cruz? He flew to Miami when there was like when it froze over. Remember that?
Oh no, with Ted Cruz, he left. He fled Texas.
To go to Cancun during a storm. Yeah.
Right? During an ice storm. During like the wind, like when when Texas froze over.
And people died.
People died. And this dude se fue de vacaciones.
A Cancún.
Se fue de vacaciones. But again, he's part of the same problem.
And he didn't resign. He didn't say,
the thing is, if your name is in the headlines, it's constantly in the headlines for whatever reason, you're going to get clicks, but more importantly, you're going to get money. You're going to get supporters.
Do you think that is more like social media?
Of course. It's all about getting attention. It's all about getting eyeballs.
Yeah, I saw him like there was times like he would like. There's also a video of him like he going through like Twitter and see if he's trending.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll sit there in the meetings and he'll like scroll like, oh, I'm not trending, right? Like trying to see if he's trending on Twitter.
Yeah, this is what it's become all about now.
Uh-huh.
C-SPAN or whatever, wherever you get.
People don't watch that no more.
Here's the thing: people don't watch it, but people clip it. People clip the best moments from there. Oh, look at this person calling this person out. Look at this person's speech. Yeah, because that's your moment to shine. If you have 2 minutes to go up and say something, you're gonna say something that will hopefully go viral.
So that you know what? I feel like that goes hand with streaming. If you think about like these streamers, it's all about clipping. Yeah. Like they talk about clip. You're gonna clip for him. If you follow me, you got to clip. And they were like, they paid good amount of money. They paid.
Here's the thing about it: streamers can do that. Social media people can do that. Personalities can do that. Instagram influencers can do that. You have every right to do that.
But doing it,
I want my politicians to be at a higher standard, though.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it. The Congress is not at a higher standard right now.
Nah.
It's trash. It's garbage.
It's bad.
Everyone's just spewing. Everyone's trying to be Trump Jr. right now.
Yeah.
They're all just trying to get their eyeballs and get supporters and get and get donors to donate to their next campaign.
And I honestly don't think that if you're a politician, you shouldn't even have a podcast.
You shouldn't. But Ted Cruz has a podcast.
Why Ted Cruz has a podcast? Like even Gavin Newsom, he has a podcast. Mm-hmm. Why he has a podcast? Govern California. What are you doing?
Look, this goes across the board. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. Like, nah, this isn't the way that we should be operating.
Why are you podcasting? Is that a fly?
I don't know, bro.
You see it?
I don't see it. It's very small. It's
like a gnat, like a fruit fly, or a gnat. Bruh, it's a gnat.
I'm glad.
It's from the plants. All right, back to what we're talking about.
I'm glad we were able to resolve that.
He got right on the microphone, on the camera.
So anyway, all this to say, Pepe Aguilar shouldn't have said that shit.
And we go all the way around. A full circle.
It's a full circle.
Damn, Pepe Aguilar, he betrayed us, bro.
Then the next night, Ángela Aguilar goes on and says...
Are you gonna look exactly what she said?
Yeah, I want to make sure that I get it right.
She said something, it's true what my father said. Or something like that, right?
No. The following night, Ángela Aguilar addressed the crowd directly. She said, I don't want to miss the opportunity to be on the stage without speaking my truth. And for me, even though artists might not say it because it's not convenient for them, I do want to represent Mexican Americans. I do want to say that's what's happening to our people, that what's happening to our people isn't right, and I won't stand for it. She went further. I was born in Los Angeles, and my father said something yesterday. He was very proud to be in the United States and very proud to be Mexican American, a legal one.
Wow. Bruh.
So
did she get backlash? Is she going viral? I know she's going viral because of it. Like, is she getting back?
I mean, again, phrasing.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know what her intent is. Again, I can't make that.
We kind of know.
I can't make that judgment. I can't. You can. I can't.
I could definitely, man. I'm judging that bitch.
Your words. What is a legal Mexican American?
But why emphasize legal?
Legal.
Like when you emphasize legal, it's like we know what you mean, bro. And right now they're trying to look into how can they take away the citizenships of a lot of U.S. citizens, like Latino citizens.
The Trump administration wants to get rid of birthright citizenship.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? That it's not about being legal.
No.
It's not about this bullshit about doing things the right way. No. People have been doing things right the right way, and they're still being attacked. Right now, ISIS in DC.
Bruh.
ISIS in LA.
What's up with this chaos?
It's all chaotic, bro. But the thing is, as Latinos, we have a responsibility
to defend our people.
But also, like, again, I don't know Ángela Aguilar and her true intentions. Mm-hmm. But your words mean something, especially when you have a platform. Your words mean a lot. So when you emphasize legal, when Pepe Aguilar says, we have to do things legally, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
I got a question. Did you hear about the aliens that's coming over here?
Which ones? What are we talking about here? The aliens, like from outer space?
Outer space.
Los marcianos.
No, there's a spaceship. They're saying there's a spaceship that's passing Jupiter right now. That's gonna get to Earth. It's all over the internet. It's gonna get to Earth by November 2025. And those are the real illegal aliens. Those are real illegal aliens.
We just had a conversation about how this country is so uneducated. And here we... Okay, I'll play with this. Superman. Immigrant?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's an immigrant.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also he's from outer space.
Yeah, he's from Krypton.
He's from Krypton. Yeah, he's Kryptonian.
Yeah, but the planet blew up.
Yeah. So he's a refugee.
He's a refugee.
Yeah.
So he's a legal alien.
Yeah.
He came seeking asylum.
He came seeking asylum, and you know what? He's better off on Earth, trying to do good things.
Yeah, he's been helping us out.
Mm-hmm.
Yo no visto ese tigre. He never goes to Harlem. I never seen Superman help black people.
Because he lives in Metropolis, that's why.
I never seen Superman. And he lives in New York. Is it in New York?
Superman?
Isn't Superman helping out New York?
Superman is in Metropolis. It's not New York.
It's not New York.
It's not.
This whole time
Do you not know your comic book history?
I swear to God that... You mean to tell me Superman this whole time...
Superman is not New York. Superman is Metropolis. Batman is Gotham City. You do know that. You do know that this is... Their characters don't play in the same realm that we do.
This whole time I thought...
Spider-Man is Queens. He's New York. Spider-Man's New York.
Spider-Man is New York.
Spider-Man's New York. Captain America is Brooklyn.
Captain America's Brooklyn?
Captain America's Brooklyn.
So, where is Metropolis?
Metropolis está en tu imaginación. I mean, all comic book characters are.
Yo, wait a minute. So this whole time I thought Superman was in New York. Like helping out New York City.
Superman's not New York. No.
Why it look like New York?
Because, that's just what it looks like, but it's not New York, it's Metropolis.
I just thought he was racist. I never seen him in the Dominican area in the Washington Heights helping out one Dominican or nothing.
I'm sure, you know what? But that's also a fair point. Metropolis probably does have...
Not one black person?
It's got...
They got no hoods, no Harlems, no Comptons.
Mr. Terrific is black.
Mr. Terrific is black, but they had to add one in there because they're probably like, yo, pero vean acá, look at these.
He stole the show. He stole the movie.
He stole the movie. He killed it.
Absolutely.
He killed it.
Oh.
You know what they made up with Mr. Terrific? Matter of fact, James Gunn Superman is dope as shit.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Look at that. Positivity. Good positivity.
It was dope. They killed it, bro. It reminded me of the old school Superman. Like it gave me Christopher Reeve's Superman vibes, bro.
Yeah. It's colorful. It's happy. I like that. I like my Superman to be hopeful.
Yeah.
Yo no quiero emo Superman.
Is that what it was before?
I think before he was just very broody and like...
It was just very dark.
And it's like, no, Batman can be that.
Yeah.
Superman's got to be not that. Superman's got to be positive. He's got to be looking looking to instill hope into people.
Yeah, because the old school Superman was like more relatable, but then I don't know, DC brought like this dark Superman or whatnot.
Yeah. Well, it's because the Dark Knight happened, right? And they're like, well, Batman, it's dark, it's broody, but again, that's just not knowing the characters. Batman is supposed to be dark and broody, like that's kind of his MO. That's what he does. Superman can't be that. Superman is supposed to be somebody who's trying to do a good thing. That, like in this last movie, he saves a squirrel.
Yeah, he do save a squirrel.
You know why? Because the squirrel has every right to live just like everybody else. That's Superman.
Yeah, because I don't ever remember like the other Superman saving people.
The other Superman saved people, but he also killed people.
Yeah,
like he not kill people. He killed Zod.
Okay,
and then he's all like, oh, like
yeah,
bien dramático.
But, yeah, I just feel like it's a little different. Yeah,
but Superman is an immigrant.
He's an
immigrant.
We need a Dominican Superman. What do you think? A Mexican Superman? What do you think?
Who we got? We got Blue Beetle. That's what we got.
That's all we got.
Yeah, that's all we got.
Do you like the Blue Beetle movie?
Yeah, I like Blue Beetle. I thought it was good.
What do you think about Robert Pattinson being Batman?
I like it.
The 3-hour Batman.
Yeah,
he was too emo for me.
I like that though. He's young.
He's like emo. A young version. Yeah,
he's young and emo, and like he's a detective. He's more of a detective, and I like that.
There was a lot of things that wasn't congruent for me. It was like it was just weird because you got the detective, like the head detective working with him, and it was just, and then they're looking at the wall, and then you see pictures of Robert Pattinson, and then pictures of Batman, and then they're both looking at the wall, and Batman goes like, I think they're talking about me. I'm like, obviously, nigga. Obviously. He's like, and then he said what was the detective? What's his name?
Who?
The main detective, though, the head detective in Batman.
Gordon.
Yeah. Yeah. He turns around. Why do you say that? I'm like, the wall. The wall is full of pictures of Bruce Wayne and fucking Batman. That, you know what I'm saying? It was just a couple of them, like, and then, what about the first riddle? The first riddle. What happened? The first riddle was what happens when a congressman dies. Mm-hmm. Right? What happens when? And the Batman goes like, lie still. What happens to a lying congressman or whatever after he dies? And then Batman goes like, lie still. And then Gordon was like, you figured that out. Now, like, you mean to tell me all of y'all is in this room? I figured that out once they read the riddle. It was the easiest, simplest riddle to ever. Yeah, I figured it out. Like, and I don't know. And the long stares at these little kids, it was a little weird too. The stare, like Robert Pattinson had that stare, like, I don't know.
I like that they acknowledge that he puts on makeup on his eyes.
He do put makeup on.
Yeah, he puts makeup on his eyes, and I think that's important.
But he didn't have the Batman voice.
No, I liked it. I liked it. Yeah, because he's young. He's supposed to be young. Like he's got like that like deep brooding voice.
No, he was like, "What do you do?" That's exactly how. Yeah, he was talking to the Joker. He's like, "What do you do?" No, it was not Joker. It was the Riddler. He was like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Oh my god."
I'm all for it. I loved it. I'm like,
you loved it?
No, I thought it was great. Yeah.
I hope they don't do a second version. They got.
Yeah, they're doing a part 2. Of course they are.
I'm still watching.
You know why? Because the first one was great.
The first one's not good.
First one was great. I loved it. 2 thumbs up.
No, it was trash.
Absolutely not.
It was trash, but I'm gonna still watch it. I'm a hater watch.
You're gonna hate watch it?
I'm gonna hate watch it.
It's fine. You know why? Because they're getting your eyeballs anyway.
We were just talking about hate watching.
We were just talking about that.
Hate watch, and we're gonna clip it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, man, I appreciate you coming through today. My brother, like, you know,
this conversation went all over the place.
All over the place. We're all over the place, and it's okay. You know, Norberto, you're going to see more Norberto coming through. We've been having a lot of discussions, and we have a lot of things stored for you guys. And I appreciate you guys tuning in and listening and hanging out, having fun with us, like being here in the living room doing this. Like, this is fun for me. You know, is it fun for you? Is it fun?
Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
It better be fucking fun. So, no, hey, subscribe to the channel, man. If you're listening, subscribe. Give me 5 stars somewhere in any platform you're listening to. Comment, write it in the comments if you're watching from YouTube. And I'm enjoying this. And thank you guys for being in the beginning of all this. Like, it's nice to be back, right? Doing this with social media. And you guys are part of this journey. So, lo quiero mucho. Que la pase bien. 3 hugs, 2 kisses, and 1 love. Despídete.
Nos vemos.